But Ali, there was a game in 2015 where I was getting laughed at for getting 8 touches in a half.
Yeah.
And I remember it was against Spurs away, and everyone made a big deal about it. But since that game, 7 years later, there's been many players that have had less than 8 touches in a half.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It happens when your team hasn't got the ball, your team's not getting you the ball.
Yep.
You're the furthest player up in the pitch, you're not receiving the right service. But when it's 7 in 90 minutes, that's alarming for me, Ali. Against a team where... It's different if it was a Man City, do you know, when everyone's behind the ball, Ali,
Yeah.
and you're defending. But against Crystal Palace, that's a worrying sign for me. And if I was Romelu Lukaku after the game, I'm fuming. I'm seeing social media, I'm seeing I'm getting laughed at. I'm fuming at the lack of service, the lack of looking forward early. I've watched Chelsea when he's been playing. They like to play. You know when you used to play have training, Ali, and you used to get a goal for every 10 passes?
Yeah.
You know them sessions that the staff used to put on?
Absolutely.
And that's what it seems like with Chelsea sometimes when I watch them with Lukaku in the team. It's like he's making this run, that run, this run, trying to stay on the last 2 defenders. But maybe now he has to change his game and start coming off more and receiving the ball like Havertz did last night.
It's exactly what I said, Gab, to Woodsy earlier on this morning when we come on at 6. I think there needs to be a little bit of give from both parties, because I think Lukaku's main strength is playing on his shoulder, getting in behind and getting on the end of crosses. But Chelsea haven't been playing that way, and they don't play that way. What I would say... Unfortunately for Lukaku, I thought they looked more like themselves last night, Chelsea. I thought they were, I thought, and Havertz played well.
Fluid, weren't they?
I actually fell through. Ali, I just thought to myself, if I was in his situation on that bench, Havertz scores in the first few minutes. He's looking like outstanding. You've been subbed, Ali, and the person who took your place. He's looking outstanding.
Pins at the striker, and a doll with
I'm thinking like OP misses an open goal, so I can get on at half time. But he was outstanding, Havertz, and I don't see Lukaku starting on Sunday because he's been very poor against Van Dijk. Whenever he's played against him, Van Dijk's had him in his pocket, so I think he'll try and mix it up and play Havertz again on Sunday.
Do you think Tuchel doesn't fancy Lukaku?
I think that could be the way it's going at the moment. I think even when he's been playing, he doesn't look as much like the Inter Milan, Lukaku that we saw last season. And maybe, like Ali says, I'm not playing to his strengths. Let's not forget Reece James isn't in the side.
Chilwell.
And Chilwell, they've been finding him since he's been there. But maybe it could be something in the summer where Chelsea thinks to themselves, you know what? Maybe we cut our losses, Ali, and sell him and try and bring someone else in.
The one thing I would say on that, Woodsy, I think it's a little bit early to make that assumption, although I think he will have a decision to make, Tuchel, because clearly you don't leave somebody out, unless you've got a reason for it, and the reasons were obvious, and particularly when you make that change and it's for the better of the team, then you have to start, obviously, because the team's the most important thing. You've got decisions to make, but I still think it's just a little bit early to make any assumptions moving forward.
If Lukaku had done what Harry Kane was getting told off for doing, coming off too deep, he'd be getting told off for that, wouldn't he? Maybe Tuchel's saying to him, what, stay with the 2 centre halves, keep them away, so we can get the likes of Havertz, Pulisic, Ziyech on the ball.
Yeah.
But the one game I was watching a few weeks ago, honestly, he must have made about 15 runs in the first half. And I felt sorry for him. It was like they were just playing the easy pass, keeping the ball, centre half to centre midfielders, getting their, pass accuracy to 100%. Ali, they love the stats nowadays, these footballers. So I think maybe it's like he says, it's both of them giving a bit, and Lukaku maybe having to change his game to fit in with his Chelsea team.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.